Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hitman with another episode of Star Citizen Walk Around. Today we're going to be looking at the URSA Rover. The URSA Rover is, I think, one of two rovers in the game. The other one is the Cyclone. It's in a previous video that I shot on the Cyclone. This one's actually going to be the older of the two, but it's a lot more to it than the Rover, or than the Cyclone. This one obviously has 6 wheels on it, independently, suspension on each one of them. What I'm going to go ahead and do is do a quick walk around on the outside first, and then we'll go ahead and run on the inside. Just take a look at this Rover here. Obviously we got numbers here, names, the full suspension. Looks like that suspension is missing. Okay. We do have some lights on the front. Move around over to this side. Now again, I mean, it looks like the fender does go up and down with the wheel. Let's go and zoom in just a little bit, looking down here. Now these are like access panels on the wheels. Not 100% sure if those will be open so that we can do the repairs, or if it's just, you know, like other games, you just come up with a welding torch and point at the vehicle and repair. Obviously you have a side door here. We'll move around. We do have hooks on top that might be utilized later on in other ships, but right now I don't think that is really utilized yet. Again, access panels on each side. I think the cool part about it is they actually have a real size. 755, 45, R53. Now, you might be able to get a tire like that in real life, but that's going to be obviously a huge tire. Alright, let's go and move around to the back. You do have tail lights, a back door, and then we go over here. Obviously 3 more wheels, and a beast of a little gun here. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Get a little look on this gun here. Keep area clear. Now, the reason why that says actually keep area clear is on this Rover. Whenever someone gets in the co-pilot seat, this gun will actually go up and onto the roof and spin and kind of look forward, and then you can control it to shoot around you for defenses. Now, unfortunately, we're in alpha, so it doesn't necessarily work yet like it's intended, but it does turn, and it turns forward and goes right into the front wheel. So I don't know when they're planning on fixing that, but when they do, it's going to be pretty nice. Obviously, we got a little bull bar up front that looks like it's a big light that lights up in the front here. Oh, it's a sensor array. So let's go ahead and open up these doors. The side door opens up, splits, and now you've got a set of stairs, which has got a little warning tag on it. All inspections must be performed by an engineer with valid certifications in type whatever hydraulic maintenance procedures. Yeah. That's attention to detail, being able to put stuff like that on there. Let's go ahead and open this door. Again, it comes down. This time this ramp actually, it's like it slides. Whenever it closes, I'll go ahead and see if I can close it real quick. Now it slides and closes, which is pretty cool. Cargo grav bay. Looks like you might be able to carry some cargo in here. It looks like it does, because you do have, again, the like shop whatever floor there. Let's go and walk in just a little bit. Looks like we are on fire. That's not a good thing, but we're not actually on fire. It's just whenever you spawn this in the hangar, it kind of does that. So I mean, this kind of does show you that in the game your vehicles do take damage, which is pretty cool, and you'd have to repair it, but obviously it hasn't taken damage because we're here in the hangar and I haven't had anybody shoot me. It's just the way that it spawns in. Now, by looking here in the back, obviously we got a lot of stuff to look and read. Hardware, engineering access, cargo. This is, I think, like vents. Not 100% sure if that's like they got in restaurants by the doors to keep the flies out. I don't know. But I'm going to guess that's to change the energy, or not energy, but change the oxygen levels in here. Now we do have screens, as you can tell. Blast shield panels, screens with keyboards, maintenance, authorized only. You do have seats on all 4 sides. You can actually sit down in the seats, so that way this thing can actually utilize holding 6 different people. Obviously 4 in the back and 2 up front. Not sure what this does. Doesn't look like it does anything yet. Going to move up front. This is actually going to be like an area for guns, so that the people who are back here needs a spot for their guns. Obviously 4 people, 4 slots. 2 guns here, 2 guns there. Let's go ahead and close this door here. There is a locker. You can open it up, put stuff in there, like different armor or whatever else. So like if you know you're going from one spot that's cold to another spot that's warm or whatever. There are modules here that might be implemented later on in the game to do stuff in the modules. Not 100% sure on that. Go ahead and close this door here. Let's walk up front. Now I'm actually just going to go ahead and get in the pilot seat first, only because when I get in the co-pilot seat, like I said, that turret right there will just go nuts and start turning sideways and make this thing do weird. But while I'm in here, I'm actually going to let you take a look at the top of the ship here. Not sure if I can zoom in. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. But the gun, if you notice, the track stops right up above the passenger, and we'll be able to be spun around and shoot different people. Let's go ahead and look around the front here. If we hit, I think it's number 5, turns on the lights. Not sure if I have to be in first person to do that, or the lights just don't work. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this for a little bit of a spin. Now the only difference with this is compared to the Cyclone, is this does not have all-wheel steering. This is just front-wheel steering versus the Cyclone having 4-wheel steering. Now let's go ahead and take a look on the inside before we actually take off. Look on both sides. We do have the exit to get out of the seat here. This button, open exterior, press to unlock. If I just hit open exterior, it opened up both the back and the front door. Now the reason why they have something like that is if somebody left a door open, all you got to do is just hit close exterior, closes all the doors, and you're ready to roll. Press to unlock, that is to lock and unlock to allow somebody else to utilize your ship. Got to be careful, because if you leave it unlocked, somebody can steal your ship, take off, and do whatever they want to do with it. Engine on, engine off. Engage systems, power on. So let's go ahead and hit power on.
Welcome to Rover
Engine
Space
on.
Industries. Enjoy the system check.
It does run pretty good. It doesn't turn as well as a Cyclone. Obviously it turns better while it's moving. It kind of bottlenecks just a little bit when you're going slow. And what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go ahead and get on the outside and let you take a look. Obviously the wheels turn, but if you notice they turn a little tight and actually kind of get into the rover a little bit. And I don't know if that's why it's bottlenecking or if it's because you have 4 wheels in the back that's not really doing much. but I don't really have anything to hit to show you the suspensions of this. But this does have some cargo location or cargo area, and it's also to help you get from place to place. So it's a pretty good little rover. I personally would prefer the Cyclone over this, only because I like speed, and obviously this has speed. I mean, you can get up to speed. Let's see if I can turn it around so you can see it. See how fast we can get this thing up. It picks up as you go, as you can tell right there. It's like you hit a second gear. I did hit a little bit of a bounce right there. You saw how the suspension kind of flexed a little bit. There you go. We can kind of take a look at how the suspension acts. Again, all 6 is independent suspension. And the wheels are a lot like the Cyclone, as in the center doesn't move, but the wheels do. And it looks like it might be the same type of wheel. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick before I go and mess with the gun. Let's go ahead and get out. See if we can see inside of here. Looks like it does have a little bit of like gear stuff in there, and it might be able to spin it. I'm not sure if there's a gear in there like the Cyclone's got, but it does look like there's something in there that'll, this whole thing will spin. It's almost like it's run by magnets or something. Now we're gonna get in the passenger seat. Now when we do that, obviously everything folds up. You don't have many buttons to play with. You got to power on and exit, and that is it. So pretty much power on. You can check to see, you know, how much ammo you've got, your shields, and change things to whatever you need. You can be in charge of the comms if you need to, the shields, the power, whatever. Let's go and look on the outside. It looks like, oh, I didn't turn it on. So, oh yeah, I did. All right, well the gun isn't moving right now, but normally it would move, like aim forward, but it doesn't go to the roof at the moment. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump on out of here. Again, everything, it seems like it's a tight fit up front, but when you go to sit down, everything kind of just like folds. Everything folds out of your way. I'm gonna open up this door here and get right back out of here. I mean, they definitely put a lot of work into this rover. I mean, in other games, the rovers, you know, you just open up, you know, a small little door like a car door, jump in, and take off driving. But this one, I mean, they've got independent suspension all the way around. They've got doors that open up, the ramps that slide down for you so that you can carry cargo into it if need be. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was the walk around and walk through of the URSA Rover. Kind of get you a little heads up on what it is. There are 2 different ways of getting this rover. You have just a standalone ship that you can buy, or you can actually get it with the purchase of the Constellation Aquila. And with the Constellation Aquila, you get that, the rover, and the little snub fighter in the back. This is actually how I got it, was through the Aquila. It's a pretty nice little rover. The Cyclone, I mean, it's up to you whether you like the Cyclone or the URSA Rover. Hopefully this video and the video about the Cyclone will help you decide which one you want. If you're thinking about purchasing the Rover, I hope this helped you out. And looks like I'm going to call that the end of the video. So I Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'll definitely help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.